Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I have to say, you guys are amazing. You started coming here today an hour before the chat, and you it's just so much fun to come and chat with everyone. And for those of you new to my channel, I do this every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We do a design space class. We take questions, answer questions. Somebody asked, one of the first comments this morning in the chat was, can we do a video on making tags too? And I said, well, I think we can do that in this video too, because it's pretty much the same thing. And today's a double feature. We have a spotlight video after this video at 12:30. So that'll be about a half an hour after this video. And I want to thank everyone who is in the chat. Thank you, Bobby and Jamie and Sue, all my moderators who help, and Joan. I want to say she's our comedian. She's Miss Superklutz in the chat. And Bobby is our channel cheerleader. You guys are amazing. And if anyone has any questions during the video, please put them in all caps so I can see them better, because I can't read questions and craft at the exact same time. So I have to go back and kind of catch some of the questions, and some of the other people will answer the questions for you in the chat. So if you have any questions, please put them in all caps. And there's links below to the file. I was just playing around. I needed to think of what to do for today's video. So I was just playing around and I'm like, oh, let's do this. And I made a card. So I shared it with the people who support my channel. And I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. To support my channel on Patreon and YouTube members. You'll see the YouTube members have a little Cricut badge next to them. And thank you for the support from everyone. Okay, Sheila, we're going to see if it works.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
All right, let's go over to Design Space and get started. Thank you for the bless yous. And we were just talking about before the video that I have not been sick in a long time, and I only get sick like every 3 years. And look at me sneezing, but I don't think I'm sick. Okay, so this is the card I was playing around with, and it was just easy. So many new people to Design Space are looking for SVGs and asking where to get SVGs, and they're buying them off Etsy and doing all the stuff, but there are so many images in Design Space that are so much easier to use. Sometimes you buy an image from Etsy and it doesn't work in Design Space, or you get errors, or it's just not as easy as Design Space images. Okay, so I have an open one. So this is a card I made. This is the inside of the card. This is the outside. Now, do I have these grouped? Oh, I have all that grouped. This may look confusing because they're both here, but when the card is closed, you can't see the other side of the card. So this area could be the front of the card or the inside, and it's just totally up to you. I'm going to ungroup this. I'm going to group this. When you group, it just makes it so you can turn things around. So here's the card base, and I'm going to show you how to make a card base in a minute, but let me explain things. It's your choice whether you want this side of the card to be the inside, or it can be the front. So no matter what, this is either the inside or the front on this side. Now, I had the front over here, but you can't flip this over to do the same. So many people ask, how do you write on the front and inside of the card? Well, you can't actually do it on the card. I have this. Let me send this to the back. I have this I didn't need to have this. I have this writing attached to this piece. I didn't have to do that. I could have attached it here, but I designed it this way. I wanted it that way. Now, if I wanted writing on the front of the card, I would put it here, and then I would have to put writing on the inside on another paper. I hope I'm making sense. So if you want to write actually on the card on the inside, you have to do it here. If you want to write on the inside and outside, one of them, either the front or back, have to be on a separate sheet of paper. Now I'm talking about writing with a pen. So if you want to write on the front of the card, it has to be on this side of the card. If you want to write on the inside, it has to be on this side of the card. You have to choose. If you want both, you have to do it on a separate sheet of paper like this. And it doesn't matter where you put it. I just put these things here just to see the front of the card and the inside. These are not grouped together, so they're... Okay. So when I just went to Design Space looking for Christmas. So I have another Design Space here with nothing on it. And let's make the card first, the card base. So I just use a square. I go up to edit, the top. Where's my, oh, there it is. I was looking for, let me spread this out more. There we go. I was looking for the size, not the edit. So you go up to the top, you click the lock, and if you want a regular A2 size card, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to make this 8.5 because I have to double 4 1/4. And then this way is 5.5 tall. And we're going to change this to white. Of course, you can change it to any color you want. I'm going to make this smaller so we can see it. And then we're going to need a score line. So we go back to shapes, add a score line, and set this to 5.5. And then select the box and the score line, click align and click center, and then you have to go down and click attach. So now we have the score line and the card base. If you want a rounded card base, let's go to images. And go to cartridges. Oh, I was looking up Hanukkah images because I have people asking for Hanukkah cards. So I'm going to go to basic. And I'm searching in cartridges for basic because this cartridge right here is always free for everybody. Cricut Craft Room Basics. Always free. And it has rounded shapes. Although this is really rounded. And let me show you what I do. I just want to show you these images that you can use absolutely free at any time. I'm just going to click this. These images have a layer. See the layer over here? We're going to open up that layer. I'm going to block out that image. I'll change this to this color just so it's different than that one. And we're going to unlock the lock, and the width is going to be the same, 5.8 or 8.5 by 5.5. See the rounded edges? Let me zoom in. So it has a little bit of a rounded edge. So it's a little bit different. So you would do the same thing on this. You'd add the score line and everything else. I'm just going to hide this for now, in case we want to come back and use that one. Okay, so now let's go back to cartridges. What I did to find the other one is I went to cartridges and I typed in Christmas. I had no idea what I wanted to do, what kind of a card I knew I was going to make a Christmas card, but I had no clue. If you want to make already done Christmas cards, there's a ton of them in here. You can search for cards, and there are beautiful cards in here that you can make. You can just add these to your project and make them. You can add writing to them. You can do anything you want. But today's video, that's pretty, is to teach you how to design your own. So we're going to go back to cartridges, and we're going to go to Christmas. So if you've never made a card and you want it to, choose a card. These are fun cards. Choose a cartridge with cards. It's so easy. So now this is where I found the images that I made in that card I've already made. Here's, I don't know why it's called Country Christmas, really. There's Mickey images, Night Before Christmas. What should I make? Christmas florals. These are for print and cut. Those are pretty. Some hand lettering. Oh, look at all the Christmas. And these are just cartridges with the word Christmas in them. I know there's more images. Let's choose this one. So here you can just make these cards that are really easy. And you can mix different cartridges. Oh, I like that bird. The peace dove. And Santa. Okay, didn't we already have one of these up here? Let's see what the difference is. I'm going to put both of these in. Huh. There are slight differences. This one has bags under its eye. Wonder what the name is. Did you know you can see the name here? Just says Dove. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Let's put this on the front of the card. I also like, well, I'm going to do some writing on the card. Let's do Peace on Earth. Okay, and I want a writing font. So I'm going to go up here and click regular and click writing. And we can choose a font. If we want just a writing font, we go over here to filter and click writing. And we choose. I really like this awesome font. That's the font I used on my other card. This one, this is the awesome font. That is so cool. But I don't think that would work for this one. Let's try ballroom. Whoops. Let's move the letters together. And line spacing. Okay, let's bring this down here. I'm going to get rid of these words, change the background color just a little off-white. I am going to go to Advanced, Ungroup Lines. So I can move these like this. I'm going to ungroup these. Zoom in a little. Yeah, if you want them thicker, just use a medium pen. Those look good, almost. There we go. I'm just going to attach these. Ungroup. Attach those. Ungroup. And attach. So let's say this is the front of the card. Actually, I would normally put another paper here. And to do that, I would size this at 4, whoops, I have to unlock it, by 5.25. So it goes around there with the little border. And do I make it this color? I'm gonna arrange it backward. Actually, let's just arrange it to the back and then arrange it forward. I don't like that color. There we go. And you can make this any size you want. You can flip it to go the other way. Now, if I were to just go make this right now, let's click make it, see what happens. This is not even how I want it written out. I attach the words, but you have to attach it where you want it on the page. Now, if I attach, whoops, hold on. If I just select this and select this word and this word, attach those, so I attached it. Well, now it's writing right, but it's not writing on this paper that I want. I'm showing this because so many people have a problem with the writing and attaching. So I'm going to select all the writing and then select the paper I want it to attach to and click attach. Well, now the bird disappeared. So we're going to send this to the back again and forward once more. There we go. So now I'm going to group this just so I can move these around if I want to. Now, because I wrote on this paper, I can write on the inside. So I can go to text. Have a Merry Christmas. Whoops. Oh, I'm missing the R. And push and enter to put these. And I want a different font. Still want writing. And what I like to do is actually go down to the very bottom. Look at all these writing fonts. There's so many. Let's try this one. Have a Merry Christmas. Let's do the line spacing, set it to 0. Alignment, center. Now if I want that, oh wait, let's change the color. Actually, green would probably be better with this card. Whoops. Sour apple. Now we have to attach this. Send it to the back. There. Joan, she says, glad you brought that dove back because he flew the coop. Okay, Linda says, why 2 cards? Will it cut 2? Color is for print. I'm not understanding the question. None of this is for print. The writing is for the pen. And this is only 1 card. This is a different card. And if you want to edit this text, you could edit it, make it smaller. You can still edit the font and the writing because I never ungrouped it. I'm going to do a -2 there. So the spacing is a little closer. Lisa asked, do we need to weld the words? You never need to weld writing. Writing cannot be welded, I don't think. You just attach them. If you were doing solid letters, let's say peace. And, whoops, let me grab this. Why are these lines back? If you were doing this and it was not writing, we want regular. And it was a writing font. Let's just say this one. Not writing, sorry. Okay, we're gonna move the letter space. So they're touching. Let me change the color of this. Oh, look, we have this too. Huh. Let's change the color so you can see this better. Make it bigger. This actually has cut lines in the middle. Now, do you see these cut lines? Everywhere you see a line is an actual cut line. So if we go and cut this out, let's click Make It. Always click Make It to test it. So here it is. It's going to cut these letters separately, not as one piece. And especially if you're doing with paper, you just want that one piece You don't want to glue those down and make them fit perfectly. If it was me, it doesn't happen that way. So you want to weld these. Once you weld, you cannot unweld. If you think you will ever want to change this font, I suggest duplicate it as it is, hide it, so you can always go back in the layers panel and come back and change it. Because once I weld it, you cannot change it. So I'm going to go ahead and weld this one with no worries because I have the other one. Now you can see it is one piece, these cut lines. So if I cut this with paper, it's just, I can pick up the E and all the letters come with it. Does that make sense? Oh, on this I thought I did make that a capital. Oh, I need to ungroup it. Detach. 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 Oh, I didn't. Some of the fonts, actually, I don't like it bent like that too much. There. Now I'm just going to move these things out of the way so I can just grab this and attach. Thanks for that correction. I thought I did, and some fonts just automatically put them all small, but if I would have noticed that E, oh wait, I need to put this here, attach that, arrange to back, group back. Now, if I'm going too quick for you, remember, you can always watch this later and pause the video, do what I do, and do it in Design Space and then go on to see it again. Okay, do people understand how to make cards? Did I explain that part correctly? Hope is asking how to edit text after the text box goes away. Okay, we can't edit this because I welded it. Let's bring back this one. Oh, and that's, you can see the background on this one. I have not welded this one, so all I have to do is click on it. No, Kobe. Kobe, it's okay. So if the text is editable, is that a word? Editable? You just double click and then this box comes up. If you double click, that box doesn't come up, you can't do it. Like double clicking on this one does not work. Does that make sense? Beth is asking, how do you score an image shape on your card so you know where to place the layers? Okay. Well, okay, let's use this. I was thinking to make this into a shape, and you can't because it's really going to be on the other side of the card. So that won't work. But let's say you want to know where to put this bird. You want it on this exact place. So we're going to ungroup this. I'm going to duplicate this. Let's just save that duplicate over here. I'm just going to weld this all together because I just want the outline of the image. And I'm going to click weld. So now we have just the outline of this image. Now I'm going to go to this image here, click on the scissors, and change it to score. So now I'm going to attach that score line to this paper. And so it will score that so you know where to put that bird. How's that? There. Now you know exactly where to put it. Okay, I'm scrolling up. I don't know what all those yeses are for. Okay, Debbie is asking if there's a difference in going to cartridges and typing Christmas and just typing Christmas in Access. Okay, there is no Access. There's Design Space. Access are images in Design Space. This font, I think is what you were asking about, is Soiree Lettering by Anna Griffin. Sorry. Kobe! They've been like this all morning. Kobe! Kobe, come here. Come here. There's a neighbor 2 doors down having a estate sale, and they hear cars. They can't see out any windows. Okay. Oh, we were going to go to images. Let me go to another design. Okay, let's go to images. Let's type in Christmas here. Now, the only images you will get here are images that have the word Christmas in them. Before I did cartridges, so it had cartridges that were had a theme of Christmas. So here you can find Christmas. Ronald, thank you. You are awesome. And we did something with that card earlier. So you can use any of these images and put on a card. I like that one. You can just make, this card's really easy to make. Love these. You could put this and put writing in the middle of it, or put your family name, or put a monogram in here. Oh, that's pretty. This is in Access. So this is at any image you see with the green A is included in Access. This is not, because it's a Hello Kitty. I don't think that's available anymore. Like the light. Studio DIY. Oh. I'm going to click that. It'll bring me to the cartridge that came on. Oh yeah, I remember this cartridge. I didn't remember those lights. You're like really pretty. That's cute. Okay, let's go back to images. Okay, I have these images down here, so I'm going to click Insert Image. Okay, and most of these cards come with envelopes. So I'm going to ungroup this. This is not sized correctly. Whoops, undo. I ungrouped it. Okay, I'm going to group this part back so I can size it all together. Let's move that down. It already has the score line. Make it about 5.5 tall. Actually, yeah, let's just do 5.5. So now this is like an A2 size card. I'm going to ungroup it. It's only 2 pieces, guys. Look. Only 2 pieces. It's so easy. This just cuts out a paper and you just lay it on top. If you wanted another color, you could add your own color underneath it. Let's make it green. I could add that there. Arrange backward. Look. So then I would put that green layer down. Actually, I would turn this white piece over, glue the green down, and then put that down. And you could change any of these colors. That's really easy. Pam wants to know how to use Glimpse on a Mac with Design Space. I have a video on that. Use Font Lab. What font is the Merry Christmas? Are you talking about this one? That font is called Stilts. Somebody, I don't see any other questions. So somebody had asked earlier. Oh, look, you guys, I have a bit emoji now, and I was playing with it for hours yesterday, and I made this one with layers. Do you guys want a video on how to upload these to Design Space? Let me know. Now I just got distracted. Oh, we didn't do this one. Let's bring this to the top. This is included in Access. If you don't have Access, you can buy it for 99 cents. And I know people are buying things like this for $2 or $3 on Etsy, and then they have to upload it, and sometimes it doesn't work, and everything else. Yeah, Skip Smith mentioned me. Yeah, I want to invite him over and take him for a drive in my car. If we want to change the colors, you can change the colors. Remember, you can always change the colors when it's like this. Now, if I didn't want to cut this out into these pieces, they're all grouped together because when I just click on one, they're all together. Usually images are like this from Design Space. If I want to print it, let's get, what? Oh, because I keep getting new Design Spaces. If I wanted to print this, all I have to do is click flatten and it will print. Now, the problem is it will print and cut out everything you see white, it will cut. So it's going to cut out all these little things. You might not want that to cut out those little things. So we are going to add a shape to put behind it. You can do any shape you want. But we only want the Merry Christmas to print. We don't want this square to print. We're going to move that to the back. And of course, we're going to change the color because we all know Melody doesn't like that color. We're going to change it to white because we don't want anything else to print. And I'm going to change the color of the background of the whole thing just so we can see this better. Actually, let's do a circle. Send to the back, make it white. We can actually make this an ornament if we want to. So now we want to make this print. So we have to select it all. I can look in the layers panel. I have that Merry Christmas selected and I have the circle selected. They both have to be selected. And now I'm going to click on flatten. So now it will print it and only cut the circle. It will not cut inside here. If I were to attach this print to the circle, it would cut it all out. That's not what we want in a thing like this. Okay. Reading your chat, guys. Another YouTuber in the Villages wants to go for a ride in my car. Okay, we got that. So somebody asked about tags. So you can make a tag. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Kiona, you are amazing. You can make a tag any shape you want. So like if you want to make a, you guys are just awesome. Maybe I want it the other way. That looks kind of like a tag, right? This is not the easiest way to make a tag. We're going to weld it. See, I got those little things there. We're going to add a circle. We're going to align it so it's centered horizontally. And we're going to slice it because we're going to make a little hole. Now, we're going to make this a to and from. So we can add text to, from, whoops, and we want writing, let's do algebra, whoops, okay, way too big. Line spacing 0. Oh, I did do a extra space in there too, which I didn't really have to do. Now I can just attach this. There, you have the most simplest card ever. Let's detach. You could add another square. Make another layer on it. Let's do red. You could put that on that. We could do a little holly. Let's add a little holly or something. It doesn't take long to charge my car. Like you don't charge it till it's full. Let's just bring this one. Did you guys notice that? I typed in Holly. This is my sister's family. Her name is Holly. And I must have, and now here's a tag, look. I was going to say, after I made it, I was going to say you can just go in and just use one of these tags and add writing. There are tons of tags. Let's go ahead and search tag. But that's the easy way. See all these tags? And most of them are included in Access. Tons and tons of tags. There's even a tag font that has the little loop in it. That's nice. Lip tag. That's cute. That'd be good for Valentine's Day. Okay, there's tons. Okay, we wanted to add this. Let's add this, arrange to the front. So now we need to take the word and attach it to this red piece. And send. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what I did? I attached it to this. Detach. Okay, we're selecting the word. I'm hitting Command or Control and then clicking the red triangle and attach. Okay, so now we're bringing this to the back and forward and forward. Okay, there's too much on the screen. Let's just move the white piece to the back. There we go. So we can group that. Now, if you have a name, okay, wait, we're missing something. Oh, when I attached, it changed all these to the same color because when you attach, it does that. I don't know what colors all these were. If you want to do names, you can go ahead and write in a name for all of these too and have the Cricut write it and add a little ribbon here. Oh, pattern fill would work. Actually, let me duplicate this because we're going to do something fun. On group, we are going to do a tag so we know who it's to. Detach. We're going to change this to print. We're going to add a pattern. I have a lot of pictures and patterns because I'm working on some cards. So, actually, I would probably turn it the other way for this one. Because of the orientation. Although it's a square image, I don't think it'll matter. I could, let's take that pattern out. Let's make it cut again. Let's change it to a square. Now let's add print and pattern. Now we got that. We could add another shape. Unlock it. Make it red. Range to the back. Move this to the back. And we could put the word from and put the name there, or move it like this and put who it's from or whatever. So you can just put their pictures on who it's for. Yeah, I can put Ken. I was going to go for Ken's picture, but I used Ken in so many videos. This is my son. Thanks, Angela, for helping. April? Do we have any other questions? How do you upload the bit emoji? Okay, I'm going to do a separate video on the bit emoji, but I made layers on this one. And I have a video on doing bit emojis that's just 4 years old that I uploaded a bit emoji 4 years ago. Bitmoji is an app on your phone. This I just uploaded as print and cut. I'll just do a little quick. Ronald, thank you. Ronald, you're amazing. I'll let Alex know you did that. So I have some bit emojis I saved onto the computer. So I'm going to use, this is the one I used. Why is this all squished up? Okay, so I need to get rid of the background. So you use the erase and select, get rid of that. And I want to get rid of that thanks just to make it easier. We're gonna go and erase it. So now I can preview. This is what it looks like a cut. This is how I uploaded just my skin tone as the bottom layer in my layered emoji. Okay, so I can continue. Now I can save it as this or save it as this. One of them was saved like this and another one was saved like this. So I'm going to save this one just to show you. See, now here are my eyes. Here were my lips. I saved my hair. I saved the shirt. These are the other ones I saved. So I just upload it. Every time to get one of these, I had to upload this picture. And then you just insert it and size it. And this one, I just changed to skin color. So that's, this background is that. And then if you want the hair, you go back to upload, upload image, choose the exact same image, and complex. Use this. Oh, wait, actually, you can just crop it. Let's say this one, I'm only using my lips. That's all I have to do. Zoom in, hit the magic wand and erase everything else. Make it a little smaller. Now my dogs are sleeping. And continue. You can save it as that or this. So that's how you upload this would be a print and cut. Do you see how easy it is? It's so, I'm going to delete that one because I already got it. To get the outline like that, whoops, not images. Click upload. You just get rid of everything but the outline. Complex. And actually, I can just do this. Get rid of the background. Get rid of all the colors. I had to get rid of some of the pieces of hair. I never got the same pieces in every single one. And get rid of everything else. I zoomed in. Oh, wait a minute. I got rid of that eye. I didn't want to do that. Okay. I did have to erase my eyeshadow. because otherwise that would just be black. Oh, my eyes. The white of my eyes. Whoops. This is a bonus for you guys sticking around to the end, because I'm going to do it in another video. Now I can get rid of the lips. I think I got rid of that little part in the lips. So now we can preview. And this is a little thick, I think. So I'm going to go delete some more of this. See what that looks like. There we go. Oh, wait. What I did for the eyes, I just made this the smallest possible and cut a hole in my eyes, because I think that looks better. Okay, then continue. Now, in one of them, you can see I saved it like this as a print and cut. Oh, I saved it as a print and cut instead of clicking on the other one. That's all right. We're going to insert it. So this is it. So it's saved as a print. Let's change it to cut. There we go. It would have been better if I saved it as a cut, and it would have looked more like this one. But see, I forgot to clean out my thing right there, and hair right here. See how easy that is? Okay, you guys, next we have a spotlight video. I'm going to, K-Day says advance to 2 colors. I tried that and it did not work well for me. I don't know. I did that because I know to do that, but I didn't like the results. Yeah, this can be made for a t-shirt. Anything in Design Space can be made for a t-shirt. You just cut it out of iron-on. You can cut it out of vinyl or paper or anything you want. Yes, you can do that with any picture. I have like 4 videos on uploading an image and cleaning it up. Kathy has trouble getting it and finding it on her computer. I saved it on my phone and sent it to my computer. You can email it to yourself. Yeah, you can do that with anything. It won't be exactly the same. And then see how there's spots here? I went in contour and got rid of those. You guys can't see my contour button. Contour is down here in the bottom, right? So contour, and instead of clicking on these little images, sometimes that's hard, I go through here and like this, that's barely a cut. So I'm clicking that, getting rid of all these little spots. And those are tiny little spots in my hair that I don't need cut. Actually, some of these look, what's this one? Oh, I'll keep that one. And those won't even cut very well. Okay, my screen is not big enough. I need to go out more. So then it got rid of some of the little spots here. You'd have to print the photo. Thank you, Ronald.
You are watching Melody.
Thanks, guys. Okay, I'm going to be doing a spotlight video, and there's some new things in this next video I'm learning that I never knew anything about. So hopefully you'll join me. It'll be in about 30 minutes. There is a link to that video in this description below. You can go over there, start chatting. I'm gonna go set it up, and I'll see you next Saturday for another class, but there will be some more videos before then. Thank you, guys. See you in the next video. Love you. Oh, you know what? I didn't do my shout outs. Let's do that. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Jeannie, Pam, Marion, Terry, Janice, Kathleen, Linda, Diane, Lisa, Robert, Kiona, Sandy, Ellen, Jennifer, Vivian, Kimberly, Carla, Deborah, Becky, Patricia, Bonnie, Stephanie, Bibi, Carol, Trish, Sandy, Cheryl, Jerry, Lynn, Donna, Ashley, Marcena, Pamela, Sharon, Beverly, Vanessa, Carly, Rhonda, Sandra, Rose, Joy, Sandy, Jamie, Rebecca, Melinda, and Patty. Thanks, guys. And here's a special thank you to those of you who co-sponsor my channel. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys.